All right, so this should be live here, guys. We are going to be seeing Mayhem on the red side, Addiction on the blue side. Everybody is going to be spawning back in. 5 seconds left to go. We'll see where they're going to be actually breaking out to. I would imagine we're going to be seeing at least one going over there on the C, 2 to A, and possibly a big push coming into B from Addiction side, which is kind of what we're seeing here. We see those two-man push there to that alpha flag. It does look like, ooh, nice little trade there, and it does look like we are going to be having Mayhem coming out on top for that first initial push. Wisty is going to be setting up side in Bravo buildings. He's going to be able to spot at least one. Sees the gun barrel of him, and he has absolutely no clue as Wisty will be able to get the kill there onto Victor Hugo. See, that confuses me. So is this server technically not private because it's showing up in the kills? I don't know, because the other one wasn't showing up the kills. And I know that consoles have a terrible issue with servers. For whatever reason, DICE just does not fix their servers. It's actually really sad, and it's me sad. But anywho's, Mayhem with that two flag burn there for just a few minutes. Finally does lose out onto that Bravo site. We are going to be seeing A also be getting contested. Slip Dog going over here towards Charlie flag, as we will be seeing him. He's getting a couple of pings coming in there. He's looking out for these last few players on C. Not going to be able to find anybody just yet. So Mayhem, careful here. They may be going down to a two flag burn, as we do see Darius picking up a little bit of a frag hit markers there. Spot from afar, but he needs to be careful as the guy to his right does get picked up. Vegas, nice job there. Come down to Wisty up above. We're also going to be seeing a couple more players here from Mayhem in the backfield pushing up onto that B site. Players are down currently for Addiction, as we will be having a push coming in onto back B. Wisty getting the the kill there with the hip fire. I don't even know what that was. But Brutal now coming in from behind, pulling up the Magnum, finishing it off. Slipblock goes down. So we will be having a possible triple cap coming in here, as we will be seeing that C site getting taken over. But Matos needs to be able to get on there here fairly quickly, as he will be able to pick up at least one of those kills. It's going to be seeing a little bit of a fight happening onto Alpha flag. Wisty will be back up inside Solo House. We do see Brutal over here onto Bravo buildings. Oh, Freud's getting picked up. We do see Filthy down below as well. I believe he was able to trade out with that kill, so nice job there. Alpha flag will be staying in their position for now, but no, he's still going to contest it, as he will only be able to get the assist there. Hugo managing to stay alive, able to back on up. They need to be able to stay alive here on this Alpha flag. Don't want to get pushed back over there onto C. That's probably the worst spawns that you can actually have on this particular map. Those back C spawns, very, very hard to get out of. But Hugo missing out his opportunity to take down Darius, who is still alive onto that Alpha flag. It is currently grayed out, now getting capped over from his own teammate. So nice play there from Mayhem. Are going to be able to keep the Alpha site. We are seeing Slip Dog now. Oh, spotting out two of the players, only able to take down Wisty. Going to be using that engineer kit, which is something that we normally do see here on this map. A couple of engineers, not too many. You don't want to get more than two, I would have to say. Just one would really do it for the majority of the match. May want to go two there at the very beginning, but Matos able to take down Filthy. They do have control of this B and C, so they're going to start this little bit of a comeback here, 133 to 151. They are in a little bit of a disadvantage, but not too bad. They do have B and C, which is definitely a good stronghold if they can get it over into Solo House and into Bravo buildings. That's exactly what's happening right now. As, oh my god, the body flying at the Mata's head. I gotta love the physics here in this game. As Alpha flag also getting contested, so Mayhem starting to fall a little bit here. We do see Darius pushing on over here onto Alpha, but losing out on his 3 cap, that's a pretty big deal. And while I don't normally, say that you should go for 3 caps, I like the way that we saw Addiction go in there. What they did is they only pushed out one player onto that Alpha site at that particular moment. Wisty also picking up over there on Matos and Solo House. That's a good play right there, opening up that B flag. But I liked only pushing out one player originally, because what that does is it forces them to either commit one player and risk losing that fight and the flag. So most times teams will commit at least 2 players to go back for a flag. Wisty there almost missing out there on the shots. Freud's not able in a position here to help out. He's going to be coming in from behind. He really locked down this kill will be able to take down Vegas. Nice job as he will get that burn back in his favor here. They need to be able to stop this two flag bleed. They will be able to do just that. 126 to 128, all evened up here. And we are going to be seeing Mayhem pulling themselves back into the... After Addiction was able to have a little bit of a comeback. He's sitting up above inside Bravo buildings. These are pretty crucial here on this particular map. Allows you to look over Alpha as well as Bravo, and even some spots over there onto C. Definitely lets you see a lot of transitioning from C to either A or B. Still up and alive there. Royd is going to be down below, looking like they may be going overwards. That's Alpha position, but right now Wisty spotting out one, coming in onto B, will be able to pick up the kill. Nice job there, possibly a two-piece here as he's spotting him out from behind. Does take down Slipdog as well. So nice job there from Mayhem as they are going to be able to lock this up. About 30 points in the lead at the moment, and they just need to sit down on this. They don't have to get too aggressive. This is exactly what I was talking about before. You know, they don't have to get too aggressive. They don't have to be playing a lot of frag-heavy style of gameplay. As we do see Filthy in a possible one-on-one, and is he going to be able to spot out this player? Oh, it's a two-on-one right now, taking first damage. We'll be able to pick up the first kill. Looking for the possible second. There's more spawns coming back in onto that Charlie flag, but no! Does he take him down? He can't get the turnaround. He will eventually get picked up. Now Brutal trying his hand at it as he's going to be going back and forth with a 1-on-1. He gets Magnum in the headshot. Vegas looking good, but they do have a drop on their team. So this is definitely not going to be good here. They need to be able to get that last player in as soon as possible. But oh my god, Mayhem will be able to take advantage of this. 84 to 124. We've seen 2 tickets now drained down to about 20 of Addiction, and Mayhem is not going to be slowing down just because of this drop, and they really need to get that guy in there as soon as possible. This is not looking good at all, as seeing that Bravo flag going over here in favor of Mayhem. But I will say this, though, with them being down players, they're still contesting these flags. They're still able to keep it at a fairly neutral situation, which is really funny that they've been able to do this with the 4v5. They've been doing better than we're at 5v5. But Slipdog will eventually go down. We do see Lose Boy coming back in. Verizon. Is that really Verizon? As he does come back over here onto the Bravo flag, start to get that burn back in their favor. Do you see one setting up inside Solo House? Fairly decent setup right now, I'd have to say. As oh, we do see Filthy going down. Nice pickup there. And Mayhem starting to transition over there towards the site. A will be getting contested as well, so it's going to be up to Raphael Rec. Do the damage. He's going to be able to make it up inside Sniper Tower. Now, this position is actually not used a whole lot. We do see people, really the only time this position is used and effective, in my opinion, is when you can surprise teams. Now, a lot of damage being taken here. No rockets, though. I believe, no rockets here for Mayhem onto this Alpha site. And actually, Raphael's doing some damage. He's going to be able to pick up at least 2 of the kills, possibly a third here. Going to be able to push him back, but they did lose out on the burn onto A. But in the meantime, picking up B and C at the same time. Oh, the Magnum from Wisty. Oh, you gotta love that. As he was able to get at least one of those kills. Looks like we have a random coming in. Oh, no, okay, so it was Hugo coming in right now. Alright, excuse me there a little bit, guys. But Hugo does end up going down. Wisty still staying up and alive, as he's going to be able to pick up Vegas as well. So really good shots coming back in for him. 17 and 8 currently. Area 17 and 5. Both of those players really locking it down in terms of frags. 58 to 96. So we are going to be seeing a little bit of a comeback coming in here. But Mayhem able to hold on for the most part. See B site starting to get contested. Slipdog coming up into Bravo buildings. Atos now getting onto Alpha as well. So we might be seeing a 2-pronged attack coming in here. Curious to see if Slipdog will be able to clear out these buildings. We're not finding anybody just yet. Big push coming in over here onto that Alpha flag. Maybe a little bit too much of an overcommitment, as they're sending almost 4 guys basically for this alpha flag. Slipdog coming in for a back rage. We'll be able to pick up Darius. Spots out one more, possibly going to be able to lock down this alpha flag. But in the meantime, they did lose out onto Charlie, so they're not going to be able to get this 2 flag burn, which is exactly what they need. Slipdog still holding on to this alpha flag. We'll be able to take a little bit of damage there so far. Able to get those spawns coming back in. Vegas, though, trading on out. He'll be able to save it for now, but a 2-man push coming in from behind. Slipdog, can he hold on to this? He's trying to get the turnaround. No, he does end up going down. No frags there. Darius also sitting on top for Mayhem for that seaside. Spotting out one coming in from the backside of Charlie. Another one coming in from the front. Like Wisty was able to take care of that frag, so nice job here for Mayhem as they will be able to lock down that 2-flag burn once again. 42-85. And still going to be seeing him. Oh, that's gotta suck. Running right into that frag grenade. Hugo, though, with the revive, will be able to keep his team going. But again, losing out onto Bravo, they're not really holding down on these defensive positions. We're seeing Vegas trying to re-push onto that Bravo site, but they really need to get somebody up inside the Bravo buildings. As you can see on the mini-map, they just now got a player up inside Bravo, but that will be Hugo. But it's a little bit too late for him, and it looks like he's having some major issues in terms of lag. Yeah, it's not good at all. Matas will be able to come onto that Bravo side after that spawn. But is this going to be too little too late? 20 tickets left to 83. Now, we have seen teams coming back from quite a deficit here, but oh my god, 23-9 Wisty. Breaking it up into the 20s here, man. Going crazy on these guys. We have seen them really doing well, or coming back from deficits before, but do it this time. They don't really have to win this match. As I said before, if they can just get a 2-flag burn, which they will be able to see. So really the spawns are going to be critical here. If they can burn down about 30 tickets off of this, it will definitely make it worth their while to come back in the second round. Wisty, though, locking it up here inside Solo House. Is going to be spotting 2 more over there onto Bravo. Finally does get taken down. Brutal also getting picked up. Darius getting onto that Charlie flag. Will they be able to lock down B, though? We do see Freud up over here next to Alpha. C is also getting contested. But we need to see the transition here from Addiction to get onto the Alpha flag as fast as possible. And it doesn't look like they are going to be going in that direction. Instead, they decided to go over here onto Alpha. So now it's going to be up to Freud's, the last player up and alive, over here onto that Alpha side. This is the setup that we should have been seeing from Addiction, like, I don't know, 3 minutes ago. That really could have helped them out quite a bit. And they are going to be able to do some damage here. B flag will be getting contested and taken back over. Raphael now getting onto that Alpha site. We could be seeing possibly Freud getting back onto A just to cancel out the burn. He's going to be able to spot him out, takes him out, gets the 2-piece as well. And that is going to be game over. There's no way that they're going to be able to get the spawns back in. 3 tickets left. C is already going to be flashing. We do see Hugo trying to make his way over to Alpha, but still having some lag issues. And are going to be ending out that first round 66-0 in favor of Project Mayhem. All right, so we are going to be switching on sides. 66 tickets, not too awful bad. Would have been more comfortable if we had seen maybe around, maybe around 50, 45 or 50. But still, 66 is definitely doable. If we see Addiction setting up there like they did towards the end, I mean, that was a beautiful setup. They had 1 in solo, they had 2 in Bravo buildings, 1 setting up on C, and 1 roaming. That's almost the perfect setup for that particular map. Either 1 on C or 1 on A, depending on which flag you have. But you definitely want to have control of those buildings on. Just lock it down from there. So we'll see if Addiction is going to be able to come back and make that happen, or will Mayhem be able to clutch it out. I mean, we saw some really good fragging ability from 2 of the players from Mayhem. They looked almost unbeatable there for a while, and we'll see if that's going to be the case this time. There we are. We're going to be starting it back out. On board with Brutal here. Be leading the charge onto Bravo buildings, making his way on up. We'll be able to get first blood. Oh, no, he misses him. Oh, but how did Vegas miss him? I don't know. I don't know. Both of those guys missing out on opportunities to kill the other one, but Brutal will be able to come out on top in that exchange. We do see that Alpha Bravo, though, in favor here of Addiction. They're going to be able to get a slight little bleed here from the beginning. Curious to see if we have any transition. We do. We have one going over there towards that Charlie flag. Brutal does get picked up. Actually, kind of curious to see how that C flight is going to be shaping up. Darius, though, will get completely overrun there onto Charlie. We do have a one-on-one here, as Freud will be the man for Mayhem to try and lock this down, and he will be able to do just that. Slipdog not checking the back, and that's something that a lot of players don't do, that you need to do there onto Charlie. You have got to check the back side of C. They're almost always hiding out there, as Freud now getting wiped up there from behind due to those jungle spawns coming back in. Wisty starting to transition back around. Now Wisty here throwing down that 20 bomb in the last game. We'll see if he's going to be able to do the same here in this match. Is currently 4-0. So he's going to see if he can run out of ammo before he actually dies here. B flag starting to get contested as well. Will getting the one-on-one here actually, as we do see that burn, but he's got to be careful. There's a guy right behind him. I don't know if he notices it. Will be now. He does spot him back out. Does he get the frags on him? He doesn't. Every single one of those shots going into the wall. Raphael doing a great job there. Now Wisty transitioning inside Solo House. He's going to be able to spot out both of the players sitting on top of Bravo. Able to get any of those kills just yet. So that 2-flag burn still in favor. And as I said, I mean, this can definitely go in favor here of Addiction. They get a really good bleed like they did before. They can absolutely lock this down. Now Wisty able to get that frag onto Bravo, starting to get that burn back in their favor, but he needs to be careful getting a couple of frags coming their way, as that big push going to be coming back in. Wisty, though, only able to pick up at least one. We'll be seeing Slipdog now making his way onto that Bravo flag. Slipdog here needs to get a couple of frags there, as he will be able to pick up at least one. Right now is trying to get the second one here, pulling out that G18, which is something that we do see a little bit more often what we used to for Battlefield 4. Used to didn't see a whole lot of G18s, mostly Magnums, but a lot of players starting to go for more of the spammy style gun, as opposed to going for that high damage single fire pistol there. But triple cap coming in here for Mayhem. They're going to be able to really even up the score, basically negate all of that damage that we saw earlier from Addiction, even take the lead. As we do have Raphael pushing on up over here onto this Bravo side. But look at that, Wisty 8-1, Darius 5-1, Freud 3-1, 4-0 there for Filthy. I mean, just looking so good. Brutal now locking it down with a two-piece of his own, making it 6-0. I'm sorry, Filthy there, making it 6-0. Brutal, really the only player that's kind of lacking. He's going to be the only guy that has more than one death here in this match, but Wisty finally does get picked up by an environmental kill. Brutal coming in from behind. C-Site really has no chance of being held onto, I don't think, as it's getting completely surrounded and taken care of. Nice job there. Careful not to overcommit. Again, we do see one player here from Mayhem. Oh my god, that is so annoying. But Filthy able to stay alive, taking down Vegas. Takes down Matos as well. A little bit of a roll here. See if he can make it a third kill. Doing some big damage. No nades right here. Has to back on up, reload. But he's getting very low on ammo as well, so he might as well just go ahead, go for the kill. Does get picked up eventually. 151 to 118. Remember, 66 tickets. Nice pick up there from Brutal. Getting the headshots all day long with that M16. But right now they are so far ahead. I mean, they've got to be feeling so comfortable right now. There's really no way that they're going to be able to lose this, in my opinion. 150 to 109. They would have to mess up severely, especially off of that 66 ticket at the very beginning. They would have to mess up so bad in order to lose this right now. We're going to be seeing Bravo buildings completely populated right now by Project Mayhem. to push here onto that Bravo flag. Wisty is going to be leading the charge. Trying to come around, taking down Raphael. Looking for the two-piece from Solo House. Not able to get it, though. That was Hugo. And with the kills. Wade doing some work here onto C as well, so they are able to stay alive. Built with this 2-flag burn. 144 to 96. Is now getting down to about 20 or 30 tickets, rather. Show a little bit of love right now to Addiction. See what these guys are going to be doing. Now Raphael waiting over here onto that Bravo site. They playing a little bit passive. Vegas is going to be sitting up in Bravo buildings. Matos way out onto Solo House. He does get picked up, but not before he trades out with one. Slipdog now making his way back over towards Alpha. Deciding, you know what, he didn't like the looks of that. He's going to be going over here towards probably Ditch, but he might get picked up before then. He does. Nice play right there from Filthy. Using a head glitch to the best of his ability with the transition on the C. So Addiction still in the hunt for this. I mean, they're still fighting it out. But 133 tickets here. 88. Remember, 66 tickets our last round. So you're seeing a win here from Addiction by 66 or more. Matos, really good call out right there. Pick up the Darius from Mayhem. Little turnaround, but still. 20 tickets left here to make a massive comeback. And I have to say, from what we've seen so far, I really don't feel like there's going to be much of a comeback here to be had. Hugo coming back in onto that B site will get picked up. Raphael now setting up over here onto Charlie. Big spawns coming in over here onto Jungle, which is probably the worst spawns that you can have in this situation. You really want to get closer over there to Bravo. Those back B spawns will allow you to get onto Solo House as well. That's not going to be the case here in this situation. Filthy trading out. We are going to be seeing Freud back up underneath his buddy here. Able to take down Slipdog as well. Possibly a second kill going to be coming in here as he does see an Alpha flag starting to flash on over. Oh, nice little pick up there from behind. Does take down Vegas. Now spotting out two players there onto Alpha. 71 tickets left. We are down to 5 tickets before this match is all over. The winner of this match here, guys, remember, we'll be going into the finals. They'll be facing off in a best of 3 versus XGN. They still have quite a bit of matches coming up ahead of them, and that is going to be that. So congratulations there to Mayhem as they will be moving on up in your second Scuf Gaming Cup. They'll be facing off XGN once again in our grand finals for a best of 3. We should be getting those map picks in here pretty soon, but once again, congrats to these guys. Really good job there from Addiction. I think, you know, Addiction, they had some really good plays there in the first round. They had some really good smarts on their shoulders, but unfortunately, just too little too late. I mean, we saw some really good setups there towards the end. They were doing really good